Okay. Testing. Okay, great. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Fine, I hope. Is this, yeah, this is live. Okay, so I am still on my trial for the $88 plan, $89 plan of StreamYard. And I guess they can give it to anybody. I don't know. I just saw a notification when I logged into StreamYard that I could do the trial for a week. And I had the week, actually the week will end Sunday. But when I went ahead and canceled it, they said, well, just try it for a month for the same dollar. I don't know if they give that to everybody or what. Excuse me, my little coffee. So I'm going to try to use it every day until the end of the trial. I have paid the full price, but it wasn't anything like $89. It used to be $45, and I had paid that, but that was when I was paying it for my other channel and I was monetized. I'm not paying that for over here. I have the free version of StreamYard. I have the free version of Restream. Each one of them offers you 20 hours a month. So between both of them, that's 40 hours. That's long enough for me to vlog for a month. I don't have 40 hours of content. I don't color 40 hours, I don't think. Well, I might for a week. Okay, it's like 5. No, I don't color 48 hours. 40 hours a month. Do y'all color 40 hours a month? That's a lot of coloring. Now, I could see collaging and stuff, but I can't see 40 hours of coloring. That's just me. That's a lot. But maybe I need to monitor it just to see, out of curiosity. So while I was not doing too much anything, I ended up making some bookmarkers. I already had some of these from my calendars. I just kind of cut them off because they're heavy cardboard. I like using Post-it notes, but I hate buying them all the time. Once the Post-it note gets bent, I go ahead and toss it, or I'll just use it to write on or whatever and then toss it. So I'm always buying them and using them. And once you put the Post-it note in your book and then put it on the bookshelf, I think it kind of gets bent, especially the bookcases that I have. I have the album crate kind of bookcase. And so once they get all flippy floppy and stuff, I just don't like. But this is what I did was I got some of those papers from Ollie's. I guess they're for crafting and stuff like that. It comes in a book. And I just folded it in half. I had just cut it just one ply, but I realized that the one ply was not thick enough and I couldn't reuse them. So I just folded them in half and then I ended up gluing it down. And these are tall enough to go into my books and still have space to fit on the bookcase. Hi, so much glitter. You gave yourself a late start today. I hope you're doing well. We saw your message. I hope you are doing well. And so then I just put some of this inexpensive little glue on here. And these last a long time. So I was trying to make at least 30 to 50 of these because I don't do my what did I do for the month thing once a month. I know a lot of you all do, and I love looking at y'all's videos. But because I'm doing a combination of WIPS and maybe a couple of new pages, I am going to I'm going to stick these in completed pages. Nothing something that it was either a WIP or a new page. but it's finished. And then once I get all, I'm going to say 50. I could cut these in half and have 50, but I don't want to do that. Y'all, don't do your glue stuff over your Wildergorn book if you have one. Don't do that. But I knew there was no way of the glue to spread. I'm very excited it's Friday. I hope you're doing well too and feeling good. Yes, I feel good. Yeah, I'm glad it's Friday also. Now, this was the weirdest last 48 hours because we almost had 80 degree temperature and some parts 90-degree temperature on the East Coast the other day. Then we had rain, then we had snow, and now we're back to cold, all within 24 hours. It was the weirdest thing. So this weather is crazy, but yeah, I'm glad it's Friday too. I have been going through a lot this week, and so ready for the weekend. But yeah, so this makes a really good bookmark. And it's like I said, it's thicker, and you could cut it in half and then just stick this part at the top. But at some point, this kind of falls down. When I put it on my bookcase, this will fall down, and then I can't see where my book is. Okay, I didn't glue this. Hold on, let me glue this. Hi, Chris. Hi, Miss Chris K. How you doing? Crazy weather here too, in a heat advisory until tomorrow. A heat advisory? Hi, Mari. How you doing? Oh my goodness! You know, the times are really something else. Like I said, we had snow, almost 90-degree temperature, rain, cold, all within 24 hours. I don't think I've seen that. I mean, and the snow came down, so I was going to take a picture of it, but it was so cold, I didn't even feel like opening the door. But and it was big flakes, huge flakes. Yep. So yeah, it's real crazy with the weather. And it's like, you know, I usually wear shorts in the wintertime also, but not with this snow, not like this. I don't wear them with snow. But anyway, so yeah, so this will be my completed WIPS, a book for my completed pages. And that way I can identify them easily on the bookshelf, because I hate to have my books all out and everything. I like to put them back, and I like to put them in the order of the author. So yeah, so I made these. That was something to do. So I was working in the Wildergorn. I think I started this page about almost 3 weeks ago, and I just finished it up last night. And this, oh, honey. Oh. So this was the page I finished last night, and I did come through with a little bit of pencil work, but I used pencils, watercolor markers, some paint. Is that it? I think that's it. Oh, I used some Crayola. So I color these colorful. You can color these. Now, this is a Wildergorn is a whole thing, and you can color it kind of like the mouse guard kind of situation. But it's a whole story. It's a really nice book. This is heavy cardstock. So it really doesn't take a lot of wet stuff. But if you're either real careful, don't put too much wet stuff down, you'll be fine. I do whatever I want to do on my pages, so I pretty much put a lot of different stuff on them. I do find water brushes to be very nice. My Colorful Country Life has a color along. I did post that on here for me to start. She used Prismacolor pencils on here, and Prismacolor pencils work really nicely. This was the first full page that I did in here. And of course, here's a whip. But and the only reason why this one was a whip because I could not find one of the pencils, the pinks and the purples. I have them mixed together. I mean, I have them put together, and I could not find them. So I'm going to have to just mix. Hold on. I'm going to have to just find a replacement. Who is this? I don't know who that is. So I'm going to have to find a replacement, and then I'll finish this up. But it's they actually continue on. Or supposed to. But anyway, so the one that I'm doing is this one. And so let me get started on this one so I can get off of here. So you can tell this is a continuation because these leaves are right there. And then that whole ledge is here. And this bridge here continues there. And then it looks like the greenery. This is like a little farm area here. And this area grows these fruits that cure wounds and all sicknesses for these little people. And then they're growing some sheep, and I don't know what these are. Look like pigs or something. I don't know. So this is like the little farming area. And then there's a windmill. So I did read all of that. It's a lot. It has a whole story with it. But anyway, I'm going to just start it and see how long it takes. This almost took 3 weeks. And I am using my TomBows, which I love. Hold on, let me close this up. Like I said, this book is huge. I am waiting for Mouse Guard 2 to come out. Oh, thank you so much, Glitter. This is like one of my favorite books. It sure is. This is my TomBow collection. I think, well, there is 108 of them. I have collected, says on here 57. I want to say I've got 61 because I got another pack in. I got the pack of the greens. And so, and I haven't used these, but I'm going to use these now. Now, this is not the same green that I used on the other side, but it's okay. So, yeah, these are, I collect them on eBay. At one point in time, Ollie's had some. I don't even know why Ollie's had them, but I wish, and when they had them, I wish I'd have got more. I don't know. They had the watercolor ones and the alcohol ones. Oh yeah, this does remind us of a Kirby book. Let me see if I can put these comments on this side. I'm gonna try to color for a little bit. Oh, I did find out information. I did go ahead and buy. I was telling y'all about how they have the COVID tests and the flu tests in one, and it's out now. This comes with 2 in one box. It's $27, not $72. But I mean, if you are sick, you need to take these right away. Like if you've been sick for over 4 days, it's no point in taking it. I think it just catches it right away. It catches the COVID right away. And I guess people are getting the COVID and the flu, or you can just use this for the flu. And this one, like I said, does have 2 strands of flu that it can detect. And so, does it say on here? No, it's just 2 tests. And the only thing you need is a timer. I'm not sick. I just get it just in case, you know, somebody comes over or something like that. Because y'all know I do babysit my little cousin sometimes. And once I see that they got some kind of issue, we're going to have that. Because I cannot afford to get sick. I have a respiratory situation. I can't take cigarette smoke. I can't take getting colds and flus. I mean, you can't help it, but you know, I don't want to be around people with that. I really don't. I'm really skeptical. Yeah, so it's $27. Before they only had it for the COVID. And I don't even know if they ever had a flu test. Did they ever have an over-the-counter flu test? I don't know. I thought you always had to go to the doctors for that. But anyway, so that's 2 in 1. So to save you some money, you know. So anyway, I'm just gonna continue with the greenery. I always start with the easy stuff that I know. Now, why don't these? I could have sworn these stuck to themselves, because this is the first this guy that I got these from. This is the first time I've ever ordered from him. Yeah, they don't stick to themselves. Okay, and that's fine. I thought they did. I thought the watercolor ones did. Anyway, but these are alcohol. And now I know a lot of people don't like using alcohol in certain books and things. I do find if you use it lightly in this book, it will work, but do a test area, like I said, in your books. And if you do use it, I mean, the risk is on to you. Don't do as I do. Because y'all know I'm a scientist. I play a scientist on the YouTube. Here is my test page. Like these are, what are these? Oh, child, I can't even remember what these are. They're pretty as heck, aren't they? Whatever they are. These are all my alcohol markers, and with gesso and without gesso. And the only one that bled through was the one that did not have gesso. Now, I know gesso does change the quality of the paper, because I did use the wrong one. I used titanium white. When I say gesso, I mean watercolor grounds. I used titanium white watercolor grounds, and it messed up one of my pages. But I did find on their website that you can buy these posters individual as a PDF, and then you just have to go get it printed. Now, because this paper is big, you wouldn't just, unless you have an industrial printer, you would have to take it someplace. So I'm going to get that one page that the gesso, I can't fix the page. So I'm going to take that one page and get it covered. And here is the page. I don't want to even show it because I can't fix it. This is another page that's complete except for the skin tone. I didn't do the skin tone. Now, I haven't seen anybody color this that's not doing it colorful. Because you can color it like like olden age, like, you know, the stones and all the browns and the grays and stuff. You can do that if you want to, but I chose not to. So, yeah. So yeah, so happy Friday. I hope everybody is doing well. I will be watercoloring this weekend. Hopefully Jane will be watercoloring also. Y'all, I love watching watercolor people because I am not an expert at watercolor, but I love watching people that really are good at it. And I think Jane she's the most, she's one that I can interact with. I don't know any of the other people that really do watercolors, because most of the time people do both. I mean, and Jane does both, but right now she's working in a book where, you know, she's really loving her watercolors in it. So I'm taking advantage of it as much as I can. I didn't know she was going to be doing watercolors like that, you know. I thought she was just going to be doing pencils. So when that one page, she just finished it up in watercolor, and then she started the next page in watercolor. I was like, woo, we got a winner here. But I actually like using multi-mediums, which means a little bit of everything. You know, like some people just get a page, oh, all this is Prisma, and then the only thing extra is maybe some gel pens or some glitter pens or something, but the whole page is one thing. Well, multimedia, you can use different brands of pencils, pencils and markers, pencils and watercolors, you know. And technically, if you're using glitter pens and stuff after you finish your one brand of pencil, that's kind of multimedia. It's just two things. But anyway, probably think things a little bit too technical. You be crafting and going to a book signing tomorrow after I write my paper. I love watching colors too. Oh, okay. Yeah, because yes, I know you sew and you craft and stuff. And I watch the crafters. I do. I watch Pam in the morning. I try to get on and I guess what they're doing. Sometimes she'll be there by herself, and then sometimes she'll have guests, and they're usually on late at night, and excuse me, they're still on in the morning. So I sit and watch and see what they're doing. I love watching their desk. I'll go because they'll have like 3 windows open or 4 windows open, and I watch and see what each one of them is doing. Sometimes they'll be doing the same thing, not too often, but I try to guess. And before I just get on there and start saying, what you doing, da 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 da, because they've been on all night. You know, sometimes you can look and see what it is. I mainly look to see what mediums they're using. So I know when I go to the stores and I see stuff on sale, I'll know if it's a good deal or if it's something that I could see myself using. That's how I got a whole bunch of other stuff. I just watch a whole bunch of people and then see if that's something worth using. Now I can share this one thing with you that I didn't even realize when I ordered it. Now I love the electric pencil sharpeners. I'm not sharp. Well, I'd like those too, but I mean electric erasers. Now I had a hoo-hoo electric eraser. But I'm gonna tell you the thing about the hoo-hoo electric eraser, it's hard to find the extra erasers. And then if you find them, they don't always give you the extra metal piece to hold the eraser into the thing. And I'm gonna show you too. Hold on, let me just color this top part of the grass before I show you what I'm talking about. So I found a eraser and it's inexpensive. And actually, I got a problem with the eraser, but I can overlook it because I just realized what else bonus it had. Okay. Multimedia is fun to experiment. Yes, isn't it? I love doing that. It just makes it so interesting. Like when you just showed us how to put the ink tints down or put the Prismacolor down and put the ink tints down, or vice versa, and then flick it. That's multimedia, all of that, you know, you already know. So the eraser, really? Oh, here it is. That I'm talking about is this one. Now they have a better one. This was a really inexpensive one. This one was like $6, and it's rechargeable. And the battery, once it gets charged, it lasts a long time. And it's got a little light on it, and it comes with the USB cord. Now you can get some of these with batteries and stuff. The hoo-hoo one I had was battery operated, and because I used it so much, the batteries would die so fast, and I just got sick of that. So I like USB stuff. The thing I don't like about this one is it comes on too fast. Like if I put this down, like in a drawer, it'll be on, you know, because it's bumping up against something. So I kind of wish this wasn't so easy to push, and you can't turn it off because it's already charged. So I had to be real cognizant of when I put this somewhere, because the slightest touch and it'll run. Now, what's the worst thing? It's not going to run the battery down. It just runs the charge down. But and I put the cap on, so if you have it up against something else, I guess it just could keep going. I don't know. So I keep the cap on. But anyway, the thing I like about this, it came with, I think I want to say 100 erasers, 50 of the fat ones and 50 of the thin ones. And the thin ones, I was like, well, why am I going to use that thin one? Y'all know y'all had those little TomBow or is it TomBow brand? The little eraser. It's just I don't have I have one. I don't have it right here with me. It's just a little, I think it's a TomBow one. And everybody has it because it's so tiny. The eraser is like this size. What brand is that? Is that TomBow? Hi, Belinda. How you doing? Thank you for coming over. I'll try to catch you. Oh, okay. Y'all talk to each other. Yeah, whatever brand that is, everybody has that thing, and it is really nice. But anyway, so this comes with, it comes with 4 of these clamps, the metal clamps, the ones that who doesn't come, but they give you one. They might have given you 2. I don't know what happened to it. And you get the fat erasers. Well, this one gives you the size of the other eraser, the thin one. Now the thin one is manual, so it gives you one that's really small, and it does hold the little bitty eraser. When I realized that, I was like, oh, that's so nice. So this is the same size as the other one. I want to say TomBow. Oh, it is TomBow. Thank you so much, Glitter. The little TomBow eraser, and I think that's maybe $5 to $7 or whatever. This whole thing was $6, and I got 50 of these, 50 of these. It came with 4 metal clips and 4 of the little clips. So basically, this is the TomBow electric and also the regular size eraser. I forgot that I had these on there, and the only reason why I was looking for it, because I don't know where my TomBow eraser is. I have it in something. I probably have it in one of my kits. So I thought that was neat. I just, little things excite me. So I was erasing something. And then also when you do art, you can put down like oil pastels. Were you doing this? I think Miss Chris was doing it. And use your eraser or an eraser, put down your oil pastel, and then like put dots or do lines. You can do your backgrounds real quick. I'll do that one time, but I'm not going to do it right now, because I like different ways to do your backgrounds. And then it'll look like you did something fancy and you didn't do anything. Well, I mean, you did something, but it wasn't anything with all, it was something affordable, because you got the oil pastels. You got to figure out how to use them. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure I get all of the greenery. Here's this little eraser. So yeah, so I was real happy that I found that. Well, that I ran across it. And I've had this eraser for a while. And I think that was the first time I needed to charge it. And I think I've had it for maybe 3 months, 4 months. So I thought that was really neat that it also had the little TomBow eraser size. So I still have the TomBow eraser. I think, like I said, it's in one of my, it's probably in my pencil case. So, but with this, it didn't take me that long to do. If I would have just sat and done that other page, I probably could have done it in a week. Well, you probably could do it in one sitting, but it's so freaking big. I just focus on like, now I'm just trying to get the grass in, all of the grass. And then next I'll worry about maybe the bridge, or I'll do all the people. I don't know. I just do it like an assembly line. And it didn't seem to go take too long. Now, this is just basing the page. You can come back through, and they have some grayscale work. There's shading and stuff. So you can come back through and do all that if you want to, or you can do it at the same time. Do whatever you want to do. It's your book. Yep. So I just wanted to get this started on camera so I can see how long it would, a page like this will take. Now this page is actually bigger than the other page, because the other page had the words on it. I don't know why you put that on there, but can I keep it open? Oh, remember, my coffee is right there. I try not to have any liquid on the table when I'm doing this. See, it's a little bit of different green, but because I use watercolor. This was a watercolor TomBow, and this is alcohol TomBow. And if you're that concerned, you can use the same colors for both, but you know, I'm not all that concerned. Or you can color both pages at the same time. But this book is so large, you definitely, you have to take it in consideration when you open it up, the space you have. So, yep. So this weekend, after I put this away, this weekend I'll be watercoloring. I'll be watercoloring in the Googly books. We're doing a color along for part of the. Well, I'm just coloring it because I'm following the people that are coloring it. They're marching for dragons or something like that. They're dragons. They color along. I think Devin came up. No, not Devin. I think Vera came up with it, and then Devin's doing it, and so a couple other people are doing it, and now Jane is doing it, and then a lady. What's her name? What is a lady named Nicole is doing it in the Wildergorn book. And it's not a lot, so I'm going to join it because the dragon is mainly its background. Hold on, let me show you the page. Get my greens. So these plants are supposed to have this succulent fruit that are supposed to cure any illness that these creatures have. I may put some pencil down to try to match that because I don't have a green to match it unless I use watercolor. And I don't want to use watercolor on this page. I want to use this all alcohol. With my disclaimer that I wouldn't just jump into alcohol on these books. Make sure you test it. Don't you be coming at me. Well, I listened to View. She said you could use alcohol markers. I saw her on there doing it. And your pages be all jacked up. Don't do it because of me. Do it because you did your research and you swatched. So I'm making chili now. I'm making my beans. I started with my beans dried, and I just picked through them and washed them. I put them in the Instapot, and then you just let them cook for like 20 minutes, and just leave it and let them steam dissipate on its own. And then you can cook it from there. Then I got all my veggies and stuff, my chilies and my spices. Not too much of a chili. Y'all know I love me some spicy food, and I'm going to still eat it forever. But because I just had that surgery, I don't want to agitate anything, so I'll be careful. I know, right? My update of the dragons coloring is on Instagram. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know it was a dragon thing going on in March, and I'm coloring a dragon. I know, isn't that something? When I saw your dragon, I think I saw it. I thought you knew. Yeah, everybody's doing March of the Dragons, I think it's called. And I went through and I found 4 or 5 dragons that I could just do as whip. I mean, they were whips. I even found a dragon in I don't even remember which book it was. I showed it on my last thing. Oh, I found a dragon in the Small Victories book, which tells us that I think Miss Lady is going to be doing dragons. Miss Johanna Bassford. She just got scared, and started just doing flowers all the time. She is going to give us what we want. We want expansion of your skill. We've seen all the flowers and leaves, okay? We've seen them. We want to see some dragons. We want you to get out in the streets with Kirby Rosanas and do your dragons, okay? We want you to get down there with Miss Camellia well, don't get too much with her now. No, I don't know if I can see you doing ladies' faces. There's a Miss Camellia and Miss Jasmine, which I gotta learn how to like. Miss Hannah Carlson, Maria Troll. You're gonna have to come up with your own lady, okay? If you're gonna do ladies, Miss Johanna Bassford, or portraits, you're gonna have to come up with something different, okay? We know you can do it. You can make a little gardener lady with a little apron, okay? You can make her look like you. But we need something else from you, Miss Ma'am, okay? I know you understand, and I cannot wait. Oh, they got all kind of shrubbery around in this one. At some point, I stopped trying to do all the shrubbery because if I don't, I'll end up coloring something that I wasn't supposed to color. I have done that. And I know I always say you can fix it, but sometimes you don't want to fix stuff. You want to avoid messing it up before you have to fix it. You heard dragon is you loved I love Chili View. I need to remember to drag out my Instapot. I love the Instapot. The Instapot is everything. And then I make so much of it that let me show you the dragon that they're doing. I make so much of it that I freeze it and then I just pull it out. And sometimes I put it over rice or I'll put it over pasta or something. I just, have it ready. Okay, it's not in there. The dragon that the ladies picked out to do in this book is this one. So when I get off here also, I did find another container of the liquid mask. So I'm going to put some liquid mask fluid over the dragon and then do all this. Probably I'll use my Kuritake paints for that. Oh, okay. You use Instagram as I have it linked to Facebook. So let's post it. Oh, yeah. I don't use Facebook. Facebook is the devil for me. But I do somehow I can see pictures on Facebook, but I try not to do too much because it seems like they try to get you to get an account or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna find your picture on Instagram. I think I should have it. Oh, I do have it because I got your thing. Do you want me to show it if I can find it? I'll just show you a picture. What do I do with the phone? Let me see if I can find it. Y'all know I'm not really good at Instagram. And I could be, but I try to limit my social media stuff to just one thing. Where is Instagram at on here? It's on my cell phone. IG. Let me see if she said I can do it. Hold on, let me find it over here while I'm standing up. Let's see. Okay, this is her. Let me go to her channel. Oh, can I show it? Oh, it's Chris. I'm gonna show it. I don't think she mind. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, so she said March into spring. Okay, yes, I just do YouTube and Instagram. Okay, yes. Okay, so she said, yes, I can. Okay, so this is the dragon that she's going to be coloring. And that's a big head. That dragon looks like a lion. That's a big-headed dragon. And woo, child, look at this. Oh, you got a bear too. I'm just going to show the dragon. So this is what she's got so far for the dragon. Look at those mean eyes. And she hadn't even done the eyes. Look at all that beautiful shading. Nice. Your dragon is going to be glorious. And you got enough time. See, this is great this time because this is what, the second week in March. Oh, Tony P. Carter did this book, Mythical Creatures. Oh, that's the bear. Oh, no, that's is it both of them? Oh, the bear is a different one. Let me show you the bear. We're all up in Chris's business, y'all. We're all on here on her Instagram page. Look at that bear. I'm sorry if you can't see it well. I think did you start on the trees? I can't on this one. I usually have to look. Oh, here, this will make it bigger. I think she started on the trees. Oh, okay. I can make it bigger like this for that dragon. That dragon looks angry. Oh. Oh, the Bear is by Georgiana Hartwell. Okay, yes, I have a line there. So limited palette for this coloring with one accent color. Very nice. Hi, Miss Amy. Isn't that intimidating? That dragon looks scared. It had me like raising the eyebrow. Hi, Amy Travels. Yeah, so this is the one that they picked for the Googly. Googly, and this one is in the red book, the fine color one. And so that's my envision. Now, I have no idea what colors. I just know I'm going to lay down this, and I have had this on my page for longer than 4 days. They say don't leave this on here longer than a day, but this paper is so good. You could take this and throw it on the highway and get it run over by a truck, and it will still be fine. Don't try that, but I'm just saying. So, but I have left it on. I think Jane said she's left hers on for even longer than that, but they don't advise it, but I didn't have any problem. So I'm going to base it and just let it set up and everything. It'll still be, pliable, but I'm basing up everything. And like I said, I don't even know what colors or anything. I'm thinking definitely gold. Oh, I found my I guess that means I don't need to talk about it. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, I put it in here. Some watercolor stuff. I found my little brushes. I actually have 2 sets of them. TaylorMade had bought me a set. I think it was for my birthday. And then I ordered another set from Amazon that had 11 brushes. So I ended up having all of these brushes. But these are watercolor brushes. See how small they are? And these are perfect for something like this. So you can get into, do as much detail. So I definitely needed these to do the dragon. I couldn't do the dragon like I want to with a big old regular, like Here's some of my other brushes. You need like a small detail brush. Like I couldn't do that big old dragon with this. Like this is the smallest one I have with these. These are watercolor brushes. These are very nice. Meaden has some. I guess you could do it with something like that. But it's so detailed. Like this is usually the smallest in a water brush. You could probably use that. This be too big. For the body, you could use it for the body. But for the detail, you would have to have something really small. So anyway, yeah, so I was glad I found. Oh, now this one is tiny. Is that the same one I just picked up? This one is tiny, but even though you could still use it, but you have to. No, this would be too big. But anyway, so if you were doing something like this that was really small detail, you would need some smaller brushes. Oh, a smoother surface might make it better and not tear off the drawing. Yeah, masking fluid is mostly like plastic glue. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that after I get off of here. So I'll have that ready for me whenever I decide on what colors and stuff I'm gonna do it in. I need another color green. Now I did decide to do the dragons in green also. Actually, you know what? I'm going to color the dragons in the green and then I'll add some darker green for the grass. That way I'll be done with the green. So I'm going to color these dragons and then I'm going to get off of here. And I actually made the under the dragon's wings gray over here. Gray. I used one of my tritone pencils that has 3 colors in one. So I'm just going to color everything that I already know that's going to be a green. So yeah, so that's about all I got to report. All I'm doing for my buddy color, which is with J.I. Colorist. I've finished one. I'm halfway finished another one. It is an ink house. I was supposed to base it the other day, but I got busy. It's this one, and this one was a WIP. And I've gone past the WIP status of it now because I've added more. I've actually switched some colors. So I'm going to work on coloring this fox. He's going to be definitely traditional reddish and white fox. And then the rest of this is actually wood. I think I might change this color. I don't know. Or this color. I might change this blue. So, but anyway, I basted the floor. And so anyway, this is an easy page in this book. Girl, why did I see this book as $145? Let's talk about that. Who just got this book? Miss Penny Purple Pages. Purple Penny Pages. My Penny just got her book. She said she ordered it and just got it. She got a little deal, but she did get it. But this book, I have seen it for $145. This is a little thin little book. First of all, it's really not a coloring book. It's one of those books that people took over to make it a coloring book. I should clean that up. It's a beautiful book. And I think I paid $17.99 for my book. And I turned on so many people to this book. I'm going to tell you who has it and who actually bought 2 copies. My thrifty apprentice, my boo. He saw me with this book and he said, "Oh, I want that book." And he got it. And then he had it. And then I guess some kind of way, either he forgot that he gave it away, or it's sometimes things just kind of just leave, they leave in places. So he had to go buy another one. But it's a beautiful book and a lot of people have it, by Rory Dobner. Now, I don't know why Rory hasn't made any more books. Yes, way $145. Okay, and don't leave it on the paper for a long time. It adheres strongly to the paper fibers. I do not have any masking fluid now. It has an expiration date, and I believe me, it is important to use it. Yeah, but I was just saying, I don't normally leave mine on a page longer than a day, but I had never used anything that paper as strong as the paper in that thing. I had some on here for about a week, and it still came off nicely. And I know Jane keeps hers on for longer than that, but I know you do have to be very mindful. It's one of those things, don't do as I say. I had just happened to accidentally leave it on, and I did not mean to leave it on for so long. But I do not advise, if y'all get some of this stuff and y'all put it on your pages, don't say View said it. Don't even put Jane up in it. But yeah, I definitely, like Chris said, adhere to the expiration date. Okay. And don't leave it on for they even say don't leave it on for too long, but because I'm hard-headed and I'm a professional, I play a professional on the YouTube. Okay. Don't do as I do. Okay. Oh, you said you once used it after the expiration date and I messed my watercolor page. Yep, I can, because I've done it too. I don't know what paper I was using. I might have been using that Amazon paper, but that's no excuse. I think I might have used another paper. Anyway, it did come up with it. The drawing came up with it. So that's when I said, oh, I'm going to be real careful of it. And then I think I used a different paper. I accidentally used some thicker paper, and it stayed for a couple of days because I think I had put it outside, and I was like, I didn't feel like getting up to go outside to go get it and all that. And so then one day became 2 days, became 3 days. And I think by the third day, I was able to get it up and it didn't do anything. So, but yeah, so don't do as I say. Listen to Chris. So glad you got yours a long time ago too. Yeah, and I know Miss Lori has one because I got a page I'm supposed to be finishing up with her. Yeah, if I'm not buying the color cubes, I'm not buying a $140 book. This is in the words of so much. That's right. Why am I keep laughing? I got stabbed in this. Ooh, and it still hurts. I took some Tylenol today, but belly laughs, it still hurts. Yeah, right. No way. But can you imagine this book costing $140? Like, I'm gonna show. Well, I mean, it's not even a full book. I don't even know how many pages is in here. It's like 25 or something like that. It's a nice book. Would I spend $140 for it? I'm gonna have to say no, only because I pay less for thicker books, and this is really not even y'all, I've been deciding, should I change the color on this, but I'm not, because I was new when I got it and I was new to coloring and something like this, and I'm just going to keep it like this. It ain't bothering me. It is bright, but the fact that I can change it is a nice feeling, but I'm not changing it. And people colored this. They colored the whole book. This was the first page I colored, and I was coloring with the big gals, not size big. I was hanging around with some highfalutin coloring people. I don't hang around them anymore. But they asked me to pick the page, and I picked this page, and they all colored it. I was like, woo, I was so excited. That excitement, the thrill is gone. And now this yellow, I do need to change. Yellow orange, I do need to change that. I don't like that. I'm going to try to make this the original stone color, and I can do that easily, because that's one thing I do regret for that. This one I saw when I first started chatting with Lori. Lori had just finished this. Was she doing a color along with you, Miss Amy? Were y'all doing a color? Now, this is so freaking cool. This freaking elephant with some Ray-Bans on and suitcase. I think it's just cool as heck. Now, there's bugs in this book, right, Amy? There's 21 bugs. And every time I found a bug, I colored the bug in a color, in the green. I think it's 21, something like that. It's not too much to count, but yeah, so but they can look like they are part of the page. Like here's a bug here, and there's a bug there. I want to say that's a bug, but that's an ink splat. I need to like color the desk something. And this thing right here has been so many different colors. Like I'm not going to redo all my pages. There's a bug. $145. Now I don't like all these colors I have on here, but I'm not going to change it. I might embellish it. There's a bug. This was the one that I was doing. Now I do feel like I need to change that wallpaper, but I have not finished it. But this is the color along that Lori and I, that she's already completed. And I'm still sitting there. The last thing I worked on was the floor. And I use those Koha-No Tritone pencils for the floor. So that technically I cheated with that because I did this one a long time ago with somebody, but I never did color the bricks. Anyway, $145. So it kind of makes you think, well, maybe you should buy two of some of the books and stuff, especially if it's $17.99. It was 17, and this was just less than 5 years ago. Oh, and then I see, y'all know Miss Dee Dee did a page in one of her books where she had a tea bag. So I put this tea bag in here so I can put in one of these cups. I just hadn't figured out which one. I think before when I put the background down, I'll put that in there. But I should use a high fancy tea. I found another tea bag. Is it over here? Oh, I can't. It's a fancy tea bag. So I think the mice has a name. I think. I'm not sure. Now this wallpaper was already colored. I love that frog. But see, I see so much I can do more of now because I was coloring so light. Like now I just come in heavy, or layers. And this is the one I'm working on now. I have no idea why I did all this, but it's not messed up. I put watercolor in here, but I don't like the colors, but I can still work this because it's just a light brown. So it's not messed up. It's like it's base. Let's just say it's base. Now this one I did, this was two people on the other channel that I used to engage with. I even colored the dog's skin and everything. It's just a cute page. All of that little, look how tiny that is. And I don't even think I used a little bit of gel pen, but mostly that's pencil. I did their little eyes, and then that, yeah, it was a lot. It was cute. This guy, I gotta get that out. I did this color along with Miss Zucchini Kitty. Doesn't look like I'm finished because the screen is still, but anyway, with Miss Zucchini Kitty, hers looks really pretty. This is Louie. And I got as far as coloring the back. This is a beautiful page. It might not look like it's beautiful, but it is. That's Bill the Badger. This is Nigel, the owl. Bill the Badger running through the house stealing. And that's the guard. Freddie is the guard of the house, the doorman. And Freddie is, he's the one that I want to change his colors. Freddie is right here. And actually, I like how I colored Freddie. I just don't like that orange in the back. So I'm going to change that up. But I like how I colored Freddie. So that's the back end of Freddie's. And that's it. I don't know how much you can do with these pages, and that's the book. $145. Are you kidding me? Oh, you're so kind. You're so kind. So much glitter. I had to go back and laugh at your comment. If I'm not buying the color cubes, I'm not buying $140 book. Right. There's not that they lost their mind. Like, who is making this book $145? And who is spending that much for it? Anyway, it is what it is. Now, I didn't color this well. I could come back and bling this out. I've seen some people do it in beautiful golds and stuff, but I was really new and I didn't really know how to embellish not like I know how to do it that well now, but the book is just adorable. But yeah, $140. They lost their minds. All right, let me get off here. How long I've been on here? An hour? Okay, 1 hour exactly. 1 hour and 1 minute. Perfect timing. So that's all I got for you all. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up on my chili and base my page and have that ready. And I guess that's it. Y'all have a great day, and I will chat with you all later. Bye.